school bells, household chores, curfews, you name it. As a high school student, it seems like your time is managed pretty well, doesn't it? By someone other than you, though. You can still get control of most of your time now if you learn some time management skills. As a student, you need to prioritize your schedule. Academic and educational activities come first, then your extracurricular activities, and then your social life. Friends will understand if you explain to them that you have an exam to study for or you need to catch up on school-related work. To be really time efficient, you have to establish a regular time and place of study. This will save you so much time in the long run because you'll have programmed in your mind that this is the time I study at and this is where I study. So for me, I set up a study desk in my basement. The only other person that works here is my brother, and we both work at the same time. You should use the daylight to study whenever possible. For most people, for every hour of study done in the daylight, it'll take them 1.5 hours to do the same task at night. So it's only to your benefit. And if you finish all your work in the daylight, the rest of the night is yours. When you do study, set a time limit on how long you study for each class. Don't go overboard on one subject and forget that you have several other subjects to catch up on before going to bed. Also, don't rush through studying. Just take your time and concentrate. You may want to set up an alarm at a certain hour so when it rings, you can go to another subject and then reset the alarm. Get at least 6 to 9 hours of sleep. If you have more or less than you should have, you may start lacking in your coursework and become lazy because of the urge to sleep. If you do get tired during the day, take breaks. Don't do one long marathon study session. Short 50-minute sessions are better than one long session. And schedule your most difficult tasks first when you're really alert. You know, if you're in algebra or geometry or whatever math class you're in, it may be hard enough for you when you're fresh, but it'll be impossible when you're really tired. If possible, schedule a time to study with a partner. But make sure you choose your partner wisely though. Make sure you guys study and not socialize. Now, I'm sure all of you got one of these on your first day of school. And let me just show you mine. See, I wrote down every single item that I needed to do. You can write down all your homework, upcoming tests, exams, chores you need to do, events you need to attend, or practices you need to go to. Practically everything. It's just a really good planner that you should start using. Let me show you one thing that I like to use. If you have a Windows computer, then you can use Windows Calendar. So on Windows Calendar, see here I have 51 reminders that I need to complete these upcoming tasks. And see, one of them or two of them are 4 weeks overdue, and the others are coming up in the next week or so. So I'll just close out of that. It organizes what events are coming up, what I need to take care of, and if you don't have Windows, that's okay. Just go to Google. In Google Calendar, you can see the layout for the next month. I have 3 events coming up near the end of the month, and then every Friday I have a scheduled event. I can also just go to my agenda and see a list of all the upcoming events. These all sync seamlessly to your email account. If you go into my Gmail and look at my tasks, you can see all my completed tasks and reminders right here. Make a daily checklist, set your priorities, and do important tasks first. All in all, plan your work and then work your plan.